From the mythical land of Sweden, they made their own Wild Western man.
Oh.
This is Gunman Clive, the HD collection for the Nintendo Switch, which features both Gunman Clive games, which, I mean, considering this is all for the sweet, sweet price of around $5 or so, not a bad deal.
Yeah,
Wow.
a story of cowboys and Indians.
He looks like a Western version of Mega Man.
Well, that's pretty much what this is, but you don't have to
Chieftain
play as just
Bob.
him, you can also play as
A duck.
Miss Johnson, Chieftain Bob, and once you beat the game, you can play as a duck.
Nice.
Super meat duck mode.
Hey,
Help!
Oh,
Help!
right away, I like the idea of this 3D like models, but given a 2D cartoon art style.
It's cel shading.
If there's one thing I will definitely say about this game, I do think it looks very nice.
Wait,
even if it is
Get the duck.
nothing more than just a... It's nothing more than just like a cheap thrill for around $2, $3, $5 if you want the whole pack.
I want to ask real quick, because I see, like, the ducks. Are ducks basically Goombas of this game?
Yes.
So basically,
Nice.
when you unlock duck mode, you're basically unlocking the ability to play as a devil damn Goomba.
Pretty much.
Pew pew.
Awesome.
And get this,
Beautiful.
you can't even hurt enemies.
Now, we took a hit earlier, but I didn't see the red bar in the upper left affected at all. Is that our health?
Yeah, that's our health.
Simplistic at best. Ooh, cake.
Oh, that's why. Okay, the whole bar. I thought it was like a meter and it would like go black as we like took damage.
By the way, can I just bring up something interesting that that you kind of figure as you go through this level? Apparently, the Johnson family are such a big deal that they own everything in town.
Oh.
That or everybody in this town is named Johnson.
Just like the real Wild West.
Pretty much.
And
Just
and
like
poor,
Blazing Saddles.
you, the ducks, and the
And
Johnson.
poor Clive is like, curse my arthritis, I can't aim anywhere except directly ahead of me.
God damn it, I can't do anything with this.
But I can manage.
Yeah, why can't we aim anywhere except directly in front of
I'll
us?
do my damn best, I swear.
Because if we want the authentic Mega Man experience, you can't just go aiming your arm willy-nilly. You can only aim right in front of you.
You know,
The
not
music
for
is...
nothing.
Go ahead,
All I was just gonna say, like, not for nothing, but the overall quality of this game seems more like a tech demo than a full-fledged game.
It kind of does.
In some ways, it is, and it's definitely gonna be all the more noticeable when we show off the next game that I'm showing off. Because yes, if it's not immediately obvious, this is gonna be another double header. But
What
but
brought
yeah,
this
Gunman
on?
Clive, like, again, considering how cheap it is, like, it also should stand for how long it is, because this game is incredibly short.
Gotcha.
I mean, then again, this is like one of the first 3DS eShop titles, wasn't it?
I believe it was, yes.
Pretty
And then it got the
ambitious.
HD treatment,
The
which was
music is-
literally just upping the resolution.
The music is nice, but I'm assuming it's just this one track the entire game.
No, there are
No,
a
they
couple
did-
tracks.
It is a varied soundtrack, but it should be said that as far as like the development of this game is concerned, all I know is that it was pretty much developed by the Hoberg family, or however you pronounce it in Sweden.
It was literally
so-
developed by one guy.
So there's
One guy,
okay.
one guy and his wife, as far as I'm concerned, or brother.
Really?
I'm not sure exactly the relation, but like most of the game was developed by him, and then the other
Pelican.
Hoberg pretty much made composed the OST.
Screw those pelicans, by the way.
Yeah,
But pelicans live on the coast, not in a western.
The Gunman Clive does not
Whoa.
concern itself with that type of geographical logic.
I mean,
But-
if we're gonna make a big deal about pelicans in the Wild West, shouldn't we make that same argument towards ducks?
Ducks I can
No,
see.
ducks are a little bit more domesticated.
Homing bullets.
Oh yeah, there's a good handful of bullet types in this game. There's the triple shot, the homing bullets, a freaking magnum bullet, which is basically a fuck you, I win bullet.
Uh-huh.
And
See,
I think
I-
they may have had one or two more in the sequel, but I honestly don't remember.
See, I was confusing this game originally with another game where all I know about the other game is that you are standing perfectly still, but you're supposed to ricochet your bullets around to hit people.
I feel like I should
That
know what
sounds
that
very
is, but I
familiar.
It
don't.
was on
It
a
sounds
3DS
familiar.
title. Oop, oh jeez.
I guess
But-
since I'm not showing off the other characters, I guess I should go ahead and bring up their own differences too. Like Gunman Clive is pretty much the Mario of this game. Like he has no real strengths or weaknesses. He's just the basic bitch.
Bunnies.
Miss Johnson is basically the Peach of the game. She does have a hover, but I don't think she can take as much punishment.
She's Peach with a gun.
Okay.
Pretty much. Which is also another difference is that instead of Miss Johnson being kidnapped, if you actually pick Miss Johnson, it's Gunman Clive that gets kidnapped.
Cute.
So we have a Super Princess Peach mode with us.
Super Mrs. Johnson.
Pretty much.
Never say those words again.
Sorry, but that's what it is.
I know, but still. No.
But anyway, going back to the other characters, Chieftain Bob is pretty much the melee fighter. Like he doesn't have any. He only relies on ranged combat, but what he trades in lack of range, he's pretty much a beef tank.
Beef.
He does seem muscular.
And then who is he trying to save? The duck?
No, Clive. To be fair, I would have loved to have seen if he was trying to save a lone duck.
Does the duck also? Oh boy.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no, Johnny Bravo!
Ow.
It's
Oh,
Buck
that go-
Biff.
That too.
Jeez. How
I
are
went
you
with
supposed
Johnny
to get away
Bravo
from
at
him?
first.
Or, you know, maybe Gatling Gary.
A part of me just likes to believe that he's literally just wearing the sock on his head, like over his little pompadour.
Oh.
Beautiful.
It's a hat.
Jeez.
Well, we
He
died.
does not. He barely
Back
gives
in
you any.
my-
I
Where's
love
his-
how
oh, jeez.
I love how like the screen of like you dying. It's like it's nothing. It's like it doesn't even show you actually dying. It just erases the screen. It's like that didn't happen.
It's like a chalkboard.
Now this is how it really happened.
Honestly, this game with the full-on silent movie treatment, I could totally see that. Like, you just get that bit where a text pops like,
Nice.
that's what could have happened, but here's what really happened.
Sheesh.
Hello?
Yeah. So, I mean, that was fun enough. So, what else did this company go on to do?
So far, they've only made one other game to my recollection, and, well, this same game actually came out just recently. As far as I'm
Gunman
concerned,
Clive
it is
2?
only... Well, no, not Gunman Clive 2. Actually, this one came out very recently, and as far as I'm concerned, it's Switch exclusive and has a very gripping story.
On January
Mega.
17, 2024, the Mega
Oh, no.
Mech suddenly attacked.
Let's see how quickly that gets dated.
No one knew where they came
Oh.
from or what their goal was as they wreaked havoc across the world.
Even Chinatown.
One by one, the leading nations
Independence
fell
Day.
under their control.
I had to make the
A giant
reference.
millipede robot.
One small group of brave people is still fighting for humanity's independence. Gunman Clive 3.
Extermination Force.
Wow, that's a
So,
name.
yeah.
Yeah,
So, Mechstermination Force is, well, it's definitely a stark change compared to Gunman Clive, though this one, instead of being a typical 2D Mega Man shoot-'em-up, this one plays more along the lines of Cuphead in that it's mostly a boss rush.
Whoever thought that Hoborg would also make video games?
Is it gonna be hard like Cuphead?
most likely. We got girl, guy, and Contra.
But wait, there's more to come, as if you have a save file of Gunman Clive, you can play as Clive too.
He totally does not look out of place.
He totally
Wait.
doesn't, and that's why I'm gonna pick him.
How do you unlock Gunman Clive?
He's
Pardon?
literally
How
a
do you
mud
unlock
man.
him?
How do I unlock? You have to have a Gunman Clive HD collection save file.
Mario?
Here, because of the best of what's here.
Wait, hold on.
Unfortunately, there's no
Unfortunately-
time for training. The city is under attack. Move out! Go, go,
It does
go!
look like Mario.
No, it's Mario Bison.
Oh,
I was about to say
Oh.
that he looks like a fusion of Mario and an Bison.
Oh, jeez.
I can
Oh,
totally
I
see
can't
that.
get that image out of my head now. Great.
This is Gunman Clive 2, 3.
Follow me.
This may as well be Gunman Clive 3 for all intents and purposes because, well, it's still a shooter. You still have Clive out and about, but now you're literally in the modern age shooting up all these giant robots trying to wreck the world. And, well, starting off, we have the tutorial bot.
I also noticed that they still haven't worked out sound effects.
These goddamn robots are getting in my way.
Anyway, I guess I should probably ask, like, if not this one, but any of the games that we're showing off, do any of them support some
Oh.
form of multiplayer?
The
Transformer.
Gunman Clive games do not, but Mechstermination Force does. In fact, honestly, if this game was released on PC, I totally would have pulled Logan in for some co-op action, but unfortunately, that is not the case.
Okay, so it's local only.
Local only, yes.
Smash!
Oh, well.
That and it's Switch exclusive.
So,
Well, that's not as bad.
so in order to deal damage, we forget about actual bodily mutilation. Just focus on the cores.
Where are you smacking?
Exactly.
with?
Focus
You
on
hit in his
math.
Yeah, what are
stomach.
we using? A knife?
Now the red cores, as far as I'm concerned, you need to use melee, but any other type of cores, you could just shoot them with your gun.
No, but literally, what is your melee weapon?
A duck.
Oh,
I thought we were just pulling Miss Johnson out of nowhere and smacking
Oh,
her.
the dock. It's the
Sorry,
dock.
Miss Johnson. It's for the greater good.
Iki, that is no way to treat your Johnson.
You have a woman in this recording. Please stop.
Howard Johnson is right.
Oh, come on, Pi. You're enjoying this just as much as we are.
Yeah, my mind's always in the gutter, so hooray!
Why is Lisa not a playable character? She looks great. Like, she looks like the best character for any player.
Doesn't she though? Well, unfortunately, she's just there for. She's just the
Not the
she's
piece of
just the one that
business.
works on the paperwork. That's about
Oh,
it.
that's lame.
Just a simple secretary.
Oh no, it's one of her war buddies.
I wouldn't be surprised though if maybe, like, say if you beat the game, you can actually play as her. I mean, already, it's funny thinking back on it because when I first played this game, I thought that Gunman Clive was just the default character. But upon trying to re-record it for the sake of the look at, I only learned then and there that you do need a save file in order to play as them.
Shopkeep.
Hello, Mr. McShopkeep.
So how hard would you say this game is?
It can get tricky. Honestly, it's not quite as bad as, say, Cuphead, but it's up there. This game is definitely not for the.
Does it feel like it's 1995?
This game is definitely not for the faint of heart.
It has its charm.
But it does have some really neat ways of how to fight these boss fights. Like, honestly, some of these robots you have to take down feel less like boss fights and more like straight up platforming levels. Just with how much you have to do just to defeat them.
I will admit, I do like the variety of weapons that we see thus far. It kind of reminds me of Ratchet and Clank to some degree.
And, well, there aren't that many weapons as far as I'm concerned, but, well, I think that's mostly because this game, much like Gunman Clive, is really not that long when you look at it. Most of the time you're going to spend is just figuring out how to defeat all these giant mechs that are literally tearing this whole island apart.
Oh, actually, I just noticed that Mario Bison, his name is Johnson.
His name is Captain Johnson,
fuck.
yeah.
It's
he-
Howard
what?
Johnson.
So this, wow,
Disconnected
what,
universe.
where in the family line did the Johnsons go wrong?
I don't know.
Was he actually the bad guy?
Okay, so yellow
No.
cores can be shot, red ones have to be meleeed.
Right.
It's Corporal Lars.
And to answer your question, I haven't beat this game, so I don't know if he's the villain exactly. Honestly, I doubt that, considering he is leading the only defense left against these tyrants.
But
That'll
at the
be a
same
good
time, he looks
twist, at
exactly
least.
like M. Bison.
I could see something where maybe he is helping because once all these... Oh my.
I hate
got-
bugs. I hate bugs.
Wow.
I could see something, Nikki, where maybe he is actually a villain, and and once we take down all this stuff, he plans to rule the world. Now that there won't be anything else that's strong like these things to stop him.
No, did you guys just fucking see that though?
Oh
What?
gosh,
The ice visual effect when it pierces through the snow is literally just like, yeah, see right there?
Oh,
Oh,
squares.
that's
Oh my
that's
God.
bad.
That is
it's a
bad.
Unity game, no? Jeez.
I mean, honestly, considering the fact that this is, well, first off, it's an indie game. Secondly, it's only like, what, 10 or $12 on the eShop?
No, but
It's
even
not-
then, like,
It could have been polished
like
a
you
little
have
bit
all
better.
you have all these fairly basic, like you could fit this game on the 3DS, that would still look bad.
I guess so. I mean,
Yeah, we've
honestly,
seen worse.
Honestly, I'm paying less attention for the terrain getting damaged, and more just looking at how much damage I'm doing on the freaking robot.
I suppose so.
Yeah.
Very important.
I don't like
To have
It's
your
that.
probably a
priorities
case
straight.
of quality over. No, it's probably. How do I express this? Like they're focusing more on the bare bones gameplay
Oh, okay.
rather than the actual look at the game.
that was close, but I guess
Well-
it kind of answered the question I was about to ask. Like, say you jump right as that thing's about to close. Can it squish you and kill you?
No, it can't hurt you doing that.
That's
I mean,
good.
kind of grateful for that actually.
Yeah.
But honestly, this is like just a small sample of like what to expect from the game, and like what the robots, like how to defeat them in the first place. Because again, they're huge, and
Yeah.
some of them are just designed in such a way where you literally do have to take advantage of their anatomy just to get to their cores.
It is
Like your
pretty
brother.
creative, no doubt.
And there is going to be like later points in the game where you'll get upgrades from Mr. McShopkeep,
Duck.
which which literally lets you climb all over their metallic carcasses.
Beautiful.
Oof.
Just
There
beautiful.
we go.
So yeah,
That was a bug.
Yes, it was a bug, and honestly, like that's just the beginning. Like there, you get to fight bugs, you get to fight other kinds of weird robots. In fact, there's one robot in particular that's a direct callback to the Gunman Clive.
It reminds me a lot. It reminds me a lot of Earth Defense Force if it was a side-scrolling game.
Yeah, pretty much. Again, it's basically Cuphead in the modern ages.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that title screen right there is ripped straight out of Gunstar Heroes.
It does.
No,
Regardless,
like, the way how the logo is presented, like, it literally just stretches up from the bottom of the screen.
regardless, I've seen actual companies do this before. It's not a deal breaker for me. That game does look interesting. How much is that one? That one.
Again, I think it's like $10 or $12 on the eShop.
Okay.
Only if I
It's
had
really not
money.
it's not asking for much.
Only I had money.
I'll probably pick it up when it gets a discount.
If you say so. I mean, honestly, as far as I got into the game, I honestly think it is well worth its price. But on that note, hope you all enjoyed our little look at on the Holberg Productions Gunman Clive Mechstermination Force. That's pretty much that's all she wrote. Till next time, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Howard Johnson was right.
Quack.